So I'm going to make a little log stove today to cook my food over. It's kind of a mix between a Swedish torch and a rocket stove. So you would make this kind of like you would a Swedish torch. I'm just going to shave off the inside corners of each piece about 3/4 of the way down, and then I'm going to put them all together. Then I'm going to chop a hole about 2/3 of the way down the log. I'm going to do that by chopping a triangle shape in these side-by-side pieces here. Put them together and you got the hole. Nice and easy. So then I'm going to chop the corners off of each piece at the top. So then it's going to look like this. Now I'm going to set the log into this little depression I dug into the dirt so it stays together. This log I'm using is green wood from a tree that just fell down, so it's not going to burn very well. So I'm going to rely mostly on the dry twigs that I'm feeding into it. So this log stove is a great option for if the wood you're working with is damp or green wood, because it gets a good amount of airflow so that it burns better. And there's a lot of space so that you can feed dry twigs into it. And it will boil water very quickly. I'm going to show you how to make a rocket stove in the ground. It's kind of like a mini Dakota fire hole. This will burn really hot using very little wood. So here I've pounded my first hole in the ground, and this will be where the fire goes. Now I'm going to take a more narrow stick and pound it at an angle towards the bottom of the first hole. And I want these to connect at the bottom. This will be an air intake tunnel for the fire. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side, pounding the stick down at an angle until all 3 holes connect. There's going to be a little excess dirt in there, and I'm going to scoop that out. Then I'll get a fire started with some fat wood. This is a very efficient way to cook food or boil water because all the heat goes straight up and it uses very little fuel. As the fire burns underground, it draws in fresh air from the sides. And to keep it burning, all I have to add is small twigs. You can feed them into the middle or from one of the sides. And to stoke the fire, blow into one of the air intake holes. When you're ready to cook, put some rocks around it and set your pot on.